Hey everyone, Slim here to tell you about my new channel, Slim Outdoors. For over a year now, I've wanted to start my own review channel where I look at military and survival rations, as well as hiking and camping gear and equipment, and put them to the test in the great outdoors. So I finally just thought, well, it's time to quit thinking about it and actually do it. So I'd like to invite you to join me as I try and get back in shape and rediscover my love for the great outdoors. Welcome to Slim Outdoors. Okay, so for today's video, what I'd like to do is go through my emergency backpack, what I might carry with me if, well, let's say I was just on like a quick day hike and I had no plans to spend the night. So let's take a look around here, see if we can find us a good spot. I think we'll go ahead and go with this spot right here. It's fairly level. And in my opinion, in an emergency that you become lost or injured, I would think that you wouldn't be too terribly picky, just as long as you get a little bit of cover and some shelter from the rain. Let's go ahead. I'll go through my bag, my emergency pack. We'll see what we got and we'll get started. So we'll start here with the quick to reach items. First off, I always carry a little bit of TP and a Bic lighter. Next we have the Sawyer Mini Squeeze. And the reason why I got this, one of my favorite YouTubers that does hiking, camping videos, Darwin on the Trail, and also Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust. They both love these, and the life water bottles too, because you can just take your bottle if you're in a survival situation, or if you're just hiking if you're just hiking on a trail somewhere, you can just dump the water bottle straight in, fill it up, good to go. The Sawyer Squeeze fits right on perfect. You pop the top, and just as it says, you squeeze. Next, we have just a little headlamp, different lights with the red light if you are hiking at night. I use this headlamp for actual weekend trips, or even if you were doing a long distance trip, which I have not done yet, but hopefully I will. Just a great light. Nice and reliable, nice and lightweight. And I believe that's all I have in my outside pocket. Okay, go a little deeper here. Next. Okay, just have a little first aid kit. Nothing special in it. I always carry a couple wet fire. Always keep those handy. Set them off to the side. A little bit of tape. There's a few band-aids and gauze in there. Nothing too crazy, you know, don't need to treat an amputated leg or nothing. Some antiseptic wipes. And some ibuprofen or Tylenol, whichever you prefer. And a little bit of Afterbite. And like I said, just a few more band-aids. And of course, a couple water purification tabs, which, you know, these would be emergency inside of an emergency bag in case my Sawyer Squeeze quit functioning for whatever reason. Keep just a tiny little knife. Here's something that when I first started backpacking, hiking, that type of thing, I always thought I had to carry some big hatchet or something, or some gigantic machete. Generally speaking, not the case. Even if you're doing a long distance hike, you're more than likely going to be on a established trail. And in my emergency kit, I always keep just a pair of tweezers and some chapstick. So just basic, bare bones. For some of you out there, you know, you're going to think, well, I need this and that. That's fine. Everybody's different. Some of you maybe look at my kit and think, wow, he's got way too much junk, which sometimes I question myself too. Okay, next. I just keep a real cheap Walmart mess kit. I think it was like $4.99 or something like that. Cheap, reliable, just made out of aluminum. You got a little pan, a small pot with a little cup, and this is a pretty neat little collapsible spork that I picked up. I think I was on vacation in Gatlinburg, and a little hiking camping store. Picked that up for like $5, if that. And then, of course, you can reattach your handle. I don't know why, but just for some reason, I keep one little glow stick in my backpack. That's probably not necessary at all, but I don't know. You know, hey. Now this, just a cheap $5 emergency shelter, a little bit of cordage, and a little bit of cover here. So I'm going to be completely honest. I have not tried to set one of these up before. We're going to give it a shot today, so I don't even know if it's going to be worth the money, but we're going to try it out and see, and if it'll work in a pinch. So I don't know if it has eyelets on it or what to tie it off, but like I said, we'll see. $5 from Walmart. Little emergency blanket. I think they cost like 99 cents. I took it out of the cardboard package. 99-cent emergency rain poncho. Ozark Trail, a lot of Ozark Trail stuff. And because I'm a little bit of a diva, I got just some dude wipes. $5 for a pack, 18 washable wipes. That way you're out. If it's kind of hot and sweaty, you can kind of wipe yourself off, or even clean your hands before you eat if you need to. Okay, I believe that's it there. We'll go back into the main pouch. First thing, something I always carry with me, just a pair of warm socks, just a pair of gloves if I need to break up some branches or something. And the last thing I carry, because I hike in shorts, I prefer to hike in shorts, just like a pair of long pants, real thin, just enough to keep the wind off of you, almost like a pair of leggings really. But I got them in the guys section, I'll be honest. But they just they kind of move the sweat away from you, keep you from getting you know, too cold at night from sweating, and plus they give you a little bit of coverage from the air and from the wind. This is just a hand forged knife that I had a blacksmith make for me, just a little camp knife, all purpose, very sharp and very reliable. If I do need to cut some cordage or dig a splinter out, chop up some food, whatever. He even made a nice little leather holster for me. I don't put it on my belt personally. I don't like it slapping against my side, but I just stick it right down in the pack there. And this I got from Walmart, like $10, an emergency blanket. Now, I know we have the smaller emergency blanket, but especially on a hot night like tonight, and this is just the Boy Scout in me thinking of all the what ifs that I might run into. Use this as a ground mat, lay on the ground, lay on top of it, then you can cover with this, or you can fold it in half, lay underneath of it. We're going to give it a shot, open it up today, take a look at it. I've never had it out of the package, so we'll see what it's like. And last but not least, my favorite survival item that I've got in my pack is from Minotaur Trading Company. It's their emergency survival ration. Now, I actually got this from Madog 346, so super cool. We're going to be taking a look at it today, and we'll put it in survival, so we'll see exactly what we got. But we'll get that opened up here in just a second. Okay, so I'm super excited to get into this emergency ration by Minotaur Trading Company. Super cool products that they have down there. If you haven't checked them out, they got everything from gear to rations. They do video content and such. Pretty great, pretty awesome, so check it out, you get a chance. So let's crack it open, take a look. I'm pretty hungry actually. I haven't ate yet today, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So pretty eager to get into this. Let's check it out. I've already tore the top across, so we'll just open the bag up. And this thing is stuffed with stuff, full of content, or full of components. So First off, we got a wrapped beef bouillon. This wants to come out. We'll go ahead and take a look. The coffee pack, coffee instant, coffee non-dairy, sugar, sweet condensed milk. We'll pop this open and take a look here in just a second. Come back to that. The wrapped sugar cubes. Another sugar cubes. Oh, here we go. Chicken bouillon cubes. This is another chicken bouillon. Deep rich coffee. Coffee creamer. Matches. Perfect. We'll use those. Sugar. Another sugar. Oh, here we go. High energy, high calorie, survival food bar. So we've got 1, 2 packs of crackers. Orange clear. I haven't tried these either yet, so I'm excited for these. Another orange clear. And 2 moist towelettes. It's quite the spread there. Let's take a look inside this coffee pack here. You know, something else I've not had is the sweet condensed milk. SCM creamer spread. Another deep rich coffee. Another creamer. And another sugar. Perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Something else in there. Oh, the handle for, I forgot about that. That's the handle so you can turn the coffee pack into a handle. So, it's got some sticky tabs. You pull the sticky tabs off. Like so. Push it in. Yeah, that bag is lined in there, and now you got a handle. Put your hot coffee in there and get yourself a coffee cup. How about that? Talk about convenience. Now I've seen it all. People like smartphones. This is what gets me excited. Stuff like this. Okay, so let's get this all set up, and we'll get some water going, and let's have some lunch. Okay, got quite the spread here. Now, obviously, if I was in a real survival situation, I would break this up into smaller meals, a lot smaller meals. But just for trying out purposes, today, let's see, we're going to have the high energy. We're going to try the survival food bar. Now, I'm going to try this. You can break it up. I'm going to break it up in 4 pieces. I'm going to try it as a cereal and dry. We'll use the creamer spread for that. Got a moist towelette that I'll be cleaning up my hands first before we get started. We'll have the deep rich coffee in the coffee pack, the Minotaur Trading Company emergency cup. We're going to have cream and sugar with it. Now, generally, I drink coffee just either black or with a little bit of creamer, but we're going to throw this sugar in today. Got water. I've got an extra liter of water. We're going to have the orange drink mix. And out of the bouillon cubes, I think we'll do the beef today, and I'll save the chicken for another time. My wife makes homemade noodles, so I eat I have the chicken bouillon a lot, but I've not tried the beef in quite a while. And we're going to have, with the soup, we're going to have the MRE crackers. And also on the food bar, we'll be adding creamer with it. Okay, so let's get started. If you can see here, I made myself just a little bit of a fire ring. I'm going to use the wet fire to get a fire started. We're going to use the, I got this wet fire, bought them in a box for like $5 from Walmart. Just only use them for emergencies. If I can get it open. There we go. Get her sat down here. Try out the matches we got from our survival food pack from Minotaur Trading Company. Oh yeah, it's going to take right off. Perfect. Now, we just need to make sure we keep stuff out of the way here. Don't need the fire department called. Get this water heated up. It should heat up fairly quickly. Make sure we got plenty in there for the. Now, since I need it for my coffee, I'm going to go ahead and set it up separate. I'll boil it, pour some for my coffee, and then after that we will put the bouillon cubes in. So while that's going, let me move the camera here while it's warming up, and we'll start setting up our survival shelter. Okay, let's see if we can get a little spot cleared here. We'll get our survival shelter set up. Move a little bit of stuff. That's the beauty about doing this sort of thing. You get to do your own thing. You get to learn from other people. You get advice from other people. Hey, you try this, try that. So, for this, we'll be using the emergency shelter and the small emergency blanket to cover with, and the larger emergency blanket as like a ground cloth. Okay, get us a little spot cleared out here. So let's go ahead and open the shelter, see what we got. We have got our emergency cordage. Good, perfect. Okay. Nice length of rope, looks like 12 feet or so, something like that. Okay, now, here's the real test. How the shelter is set up. Now then, let's go back to lunch, have a little bit of something to eat. Okay. Let's get our coffee going. We're going to use the gusseted pouch. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but it stands up on its own, which is pretty nice. Don't waste any of that good stuff. A couple sugars. The creamer. In my emergency pouch, I always carry a pair of gloves. Should be perfect for helping me pour this coffee without burning myself. There we go. Can't even tell. Put that back down here. The orange drink. First though, let's do this. Let's get the bouillon cubes in there now that that water's heating up. Here's the beef bouillon, 2 beef cubes in it. Be perfect for the amount of water we got left. Pretty convenient, has the easy open tabs there. Sometimes these things can be a pain to get open. Good. Should we get all that in there? I'll let that start breaking down. Let's get our orange drink, the orange clear. Get our spoon in there, get that stirred up. Hopefully it mixes up okay, it should. We'll just give it a moment. What's better than an orange drink but is a orange flavored beef soup. Oh yeah. Oh boy, the ants are hungry. They're running around here. Let's get a sip of that coffee real quick. Oh wow, that's good. It's been years since I've actually had sugar in my coffee. It's not too bad. Actually really good. Okay, so let's get our crackers and our creamer spread and the food bar opened up here. The food bar. Oh wow, look at that. So I got it broke up just a little bit. That's all right. That'll be perfect actually, because we're going to put some. We're going to make a little bit of the soup in it, or excuse me, the like the oatmeal or the porridge out of it. Get it cracked open here. Okay, since it's broke up, let me get plenty in there. There we go. Let's give this a taste on its own here. Wow, that's really good. I don't know. Well, like I said, what good would a YouTube video be without a catastrophe? Spilling coffee, that is a catastrophe. The survival food bar, it's I taste a hint of lemon for some reason. Might just be me, I don't know. Definitely taste the shortening in there. It's very sweet. I mean, really, really delicious. I heard Dixie compare it to like the oatmeal cookie bar, which I've not actually had before. But if the oatmeal cookie bar tastes like this, that would be amazing. Let's get it chopped up here a little bit. We'll turn it into like a porridge, breakfast soup. It says to crumble it up. Get her mixed up like a cereal. So if you were in a survival situation, you'd want to be more careful than I was with the coffee and with the portioning of this cereal. Let's give this a shot on its own. Wow. That is really, really good. That reminds me of, hang on, let me get another bite. That reminds me of like a lemon cookie after you've dunked it in milk or something. Speaking of which, let's spice it up a little bit, jazz it up some with this creamer spread. Now we're talking. Oh boy. Yeah, we're making progress now. So maximize all the calories you could get. Trying that. Wow, that's really delicious. I don't know. You take a couple packs of this stuff and don't even worry about if you got found, if you were lost. Let's get a shot of this orange drink. This is the orange clear. It's amazing. Oh wow, yeah, that's good. It's got the you can definitely taste the vitamins in it. That orange flavoring, very good. Okay, let's give the it's nice and cooled down. Let's give the soup a shot. This is the beef bouillon broth. Oh wow, that's very good. That definitely tastes a good, tastes that beef flavor in there. You know, it reminds me of like if you have, when you made a roast in a crock pot, that juice you get in the bottom of the crock pot, that's exactly what it tastes like. And let me tell you, if you're out in the woods, you know, you're lost, you're hiking around or whatever, not even if you're lost, just if you need a recharge from sweating, losing that salt and stuff, that right there, that is going to get you back on track with the salt in there and the beef. Yeah, very, very good. Let's get some of these crackers opened up. The MRE Star crackers. A little bit broke up. It's all right. Oh boy. Get that out here. Cracker on its own, of course. Delicious as always. You know what? Let's do this. Creamer spread. Oh yeah, that's good. You really have to be careful with the creamer spread because it comes out quick. It's not like an icing. All right, so I'm gonna finish this up. We'll check out the shelter from the inside, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, guys, I'll give you a close-up shot of my emergency shelter here. From the inside. Okay, so not the most comfortable in the world, not a lot of room, but if you had to, an emergency, it would work. So you can kind of see, it's see-through. It's amazing that it's an emergency shelter. I wouldn't want to have to stay in here for like an extended period, that's for sure, but you know, for overnight while you're waiting for rescue, or if you just wanted to wait till the morning daylight so you don't make yourself more lost, and then resume hiking out. You know, whatever you need. Always use your pack, your pillow. I would imagine if I was lost in the woods, I wouldn't get very much sleep, but hey, or injured. But it beats sitting out in the rain, that's for sure. I still have my emergency blanket if needed as well. I can double this over top of me. What I also like about the emergency blanket is it has eyelets in it, so you could actually use it as an emergency shelter if you needed. So, final thoughts on my survival pack. I'm glad I did this because I've been carrying that pack around with me for a couple years. Usually it just stays in the back of my car as like a get home bag, emergency get home bag, or if I am just going for a day hike like I was today. Obviously I would have like maybe an MRE or some dehydrated food in it if I thought I was going to be out for an extended period of time, or just as maybe some emergency granola bars or something. But coming out and doing this was really kind of an eye-opener as far as like how practical my bag was. So I don't know that I would use the emergency shelter or not. I might just stick with just like the blanket itself, and because you can pin that out and then just use the emergency blanket to lay on. You can always make like a bed of leaves or something like that to lay on. Hopefully, obviously I wouldn't have something like that with me if I was deep in the woods at like, I don't know, Yosemite Park or something like that. But I think it is a good idea to have just those bare essential, like the water filter, just a emergency blanket like that, a poncho, rain poncho, just your basic type stuff, fire starting. So I'll probably refine it a little bit, but definitely a fun experience. The Minotaur Trading Company survival ration was super cool. I really like the idea of that. That's an excellent ration to have in your emergency pack. If I was, generally when I'm doing longer hikes, I have a little bit different gear, which I will be reviewing that in the future, because sometimes it's nice to have a little bit better stuff, like a better tent and sleeping equipment in case I do decide just to stay out wherever I'm at. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I look forward to hearing what you have to think, and we'll see you in the future. Thanks for watching.